All right, y'all, we are back with another videos, and guess what, man? I don't know, the Democrats, they might not like this video. They might not like this because guess what? They say the judge rules Trump cannot be removed. They are furious. Now, over the last 2-3 months, y'all done heard the things I had to say about Donald Trump and why I think this man is innocent. And I gave y'all reasons why I feel like none of these indictments are going to stick. And the reason why I personally think myself that he's going to win in 2024. But like I told y'all before, these Dems, they are trying their best not to let this man run. They do not want Trump to run. They don't. Because they know. Look at the polls, bro. Like, a lot of them are still mad because this man broke the internet with Tucker Carlson. He didn't even go to the GOP debate. And he is still winning in the polls. I mean, come on, he broke the internet. Look how many people was watching him and Tucker Carlson's interview. Like, come on. Like, see, that's what they don't like. They got this man indicted. He get his mugshot taken. And the mugshot go viral. So it's like every time you try to do something against Donald Trump, it's like it just backfires every single time. Hey, maybe y'all just need to leave this man alone. Leave this man alone because Trump ain't having it, man. And like I said, we're going to check this video out. I will leave the original link to the video in the description if you'd like to watch the original video. But I definitely want to check this one out and see the reason why. They say Judge rules Trump cannot be removed. They are furious. Like I said, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everyone that's been showing so much support. Everybody that's been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody who clicked on this video for the very first time. I appreciate you as well. All right, without further ado, let's dive straight into it, y'all. Let's go. Let's see what's going on.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, I guess that ended quickly. You know, at this point, I guess we're not talking about Plan B, but rather maybe Plan Z. Democrats have already used up Plan A, B, C, D, I mean, going on and on. Of course, none of it worked, and so in a desperate bid to stop Donald Trump at any and all cost, they decided if we can't beat him, well, maybe we could just kick him out of the race.
There
if
we
he
go.
Won't go away himself voluntarily, then let's involuntarily remove him from the ballot. Of course, this sounded like a fantastic idea, not only to Democrats, but even to some never-Trump neocon losers, who as usual love jumping on the bandwagon when it comes to this Nancy Pelosi Trump witch hunt tactics. Well, they tried it. They made their argument using the 14th Amendment, making the argument that Trump betrayed his oath to the Constitution, and therefore he should be disqualified and removed from ballots. You know, nothing screams democracy like working to remove your opponent from the ballot, and well, they certainly tried, but tried and failed once again. Not sure where the Democrats are with their next plan, but Trump gets a massive win in the courts, hopefully setting legal precedent to stop this ridiculous little antic. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so here's the headline from the Gateway Pundit. Federal judge dismisses case trying to keep Trump off the 2024 ballot. A federal judge on Friday dismissed a lawsuit filed by a Florida lawyer who claimed Trump should be banned from the 2024 ballot for inciting an insurrection. The legal theory is based on Section 3 of the U.S. Constitution's 14th Amendment, which states public officials who have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the U.S. must be disqualified from holding public office. Trump has not been charged with engaging in insurrection or rebellion against the United States. Judge Robin Rosenberg, a U.S. District Judge for the Southern District of Florida, ruled the attorney Lawrence Kaplan lacks standing to bring the suit. Plaintiffs' lack of standing to challenge defendants' qualifications for seeking the presidency, Rosenberg, an Obama appointee, wrote, adding that the injuries alleged from the insurrection on Capitol Hill more than 2 years ago are not cognizable and not particular to them. And of course, I'm sure we need a dictionary here whenever reading legalese. Cognizable is classified as perceptible, clearly identifiable, or within the jurisdiction of a court is the legal definition. Essentially, these little clown lawyers apparently have no standing to challenge Donald Trump's qualifications, or I guess eligibility to seek the presidency. The judge also stated an individual citizen does not have standing to challenge whether another individual is qualified to hold public office. So these little ridiculous, frivolous Democrat lawsuits challenging Donald Trump seem officially dead in the water. And so I guess the only option left for Democrats and neocon losers is a political pressure campaign targeting Secretary of States on a state level. And trust me when I tell you that that's pretty much the next step here that's going to happen. But even then, well, because it already is.
Have reignited a debate over whether Donald Trump lawfully can be on the ballot in 2024 in their state. This dispute took off after an attorney who Trump endorsed for Senate, I should note, in 2020, urged the Secretary of State to review whether Trump is ineligible to run for office under the 14th Amendment. This, of course, bars any American official who has taken an oath to uphold the Constitution from holding future office if they later engaged in, quote, an insurrection or rebellion. The man behind this push in New Hampshire, Corky Messner, joins me now. Corky, of course, as I noted, bears repeating, you were endorsed by Trump when you ran for the U.S. Senate, I should note, and you recently met with New Hampshire Secretary of State to urge him to seek legal guidance on this issue before the Republican primary. Why?
Well, it's an important issue, Caitlin, and I think that because we're in the first in the nation primary here, it's important that this issue get decided as soon as possible, because if it gets decided after the first in the nation primary here in New Hampshire, then the New Hampshire voters will be disenfranchised. So he's seeking guidance from the Attorney General. I think that's a good move on his part, and everyone's awaiting his decision. And then based on that decision, we'll decide how best to proceed. It's, the Bott article that talks about this, it's very, very compelling that Donald Trump is in fact disqualified. And I know the Secretary of State has that article. I suspect he's read it. I suspect the Attorney General has read it. And I think it's an issue that needs to get to the United States Supreme Court just as expeditiously as possible, so we can get guidance from the court.
Former Trump-backed New Hampshire candidate tries to remove Trump from the 2024 ballot.
Like, that is just, like, here's the thing. Why is we even having this conversation of why this man should be removed? Why is this even a conversation? Like, come on. So you telling me Dems are that scared of this man that they even having a conversation of him needing to be removed? Like, look at this. If these Democrats, if they think that they can beat this man, if they know that they can beat Trump, then why you got to throw all this stuff in front of him to try to beat him? You got to throw indictments, getting his house raided, him reporting to Georgia for a mugshot. Like, look at all the steps that they are taking to try to beat this man. And all Donald Trump is, the thing about Trump, he's just good on getting on the microphone. He can get on the microphone and tell you what it is. He ain't got to do all this extra stuff, try to get you indicted. Y'all remember what it was like a month or two ago? Or maybe it was a month ago when Hunter Biden got mad at him and sent him a cease and desist letter? Talking about Trump got people coming after him? It's like, when they can't beat this man, it's like they got to scoot very low and try something else. Oh, let's get him indicted. Let's lie on him. Let's get him sent to prison. Let's get him out of this race. We shouldn't even be having this conversation. If y'all can beat Donald Trump, do it fair. Don't throw all this stuff in front of this man to try to get him locked up and all this stuff. Like, why do all the extra stuff? I like to see a fair fight. Out talk the man on the microphone. I just don't get it. This is crazy, man. Golly.
Bryant Corky Messner was the Republican nominee for New Hampshire's U.S. Senate race in 2020. At the time, he touted his support for then-incumbent President Donald Trump. Well, he's now arguing that Trump should be removed from the ballot. A little effort was started in the state, but it seems like it's not going anywhere. New Hampshire Secretary of State backs down, not seeking to remove Trump from the ballot. New Hampshire Secretary of State David Scanlon told NBC News on Monday that he is not seeking to remove any names from the Republican primary ballot after Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk urged his supporters to call Scanlon's office following reports that Scanlon was weighing using the 14th Amendment to keep former President Trump off the ballot. Now, obviously, you'd have to be a complete lunatic Secretary of State to even attempt this, and in a relatively moderate state like New Hampshire, it's simply not happening. Well, there are some places where they might actually try to pursue this. You know, Michigan comes to mind immediately. Just searched it up, and of course the hunch was correct. State election officials prepare for efforts to disqualify Trump under the 14th Amendment. New Hampshire, Michigan, and Arizona are now bracing for lawsuits. So I guess in a way there is a backup plan to the Democrat backup plan, but I mean, come on. As if this effort isn't going to backfire in spectacular fashion. We got rogue district attorneys indicting former President Trump during an election season. Now we're going to see rogue Secretary of States trying to force him off the ballot, which is obviously a legal issue that's going to end up at the Supreme Court in expedited fashion. But with the clear conservative majority on the Supreme Court, it's simply not going to stand. It's not going to happen. And obviously, Democrats are taking a big gamble here, trying to push him off the ballot, trying to indict him. If they don't win these cases, I mean, theoretically, it should be pretty much as good as game over. If they indict President Trump and they don't have slam dunk cases, if they don't have the ability to present irrefutable evidence of serious felonies, which obviously is going to be hard, the January 6th case is incredibly weak. The documents case isn't exactly black and white, it's quite gray. You know, making that kind of a decision kind of depends on your interpretation of the Presidential Records Act. The Georgia case is using the RICO Act, assuming this massive conspiracy. The case has so many holes in it, so many assumptions. It's also legally speculative, making these...
You know, like the crazy part about it that I got about all of this is that they waited close to it, getting close to election time, and then bring all this stuff up about Donald Trump. Don't y'all think that's kind of strange as it got closer, knowing that next year is the re-election, and as it getting closer, that's when they trying to mess Trump over because the man won't. I guarantee you, if Donald Trump was not running for president, like for 2024, I guarantee you he won't be going through none of this. I guarantee Donald Trump would not be going through none of this if he wasn't running for president. And the only reason he going through this because they know he's going to win. He got a strong fan base, and he know people. And Trump got a lot of people behind him. But that's one thing that I did want to say is that if this man was not running for 2024, he would not be going through any of this. He got these people scared, bro.
Grand assumptions of what the intent was and what was meant. And then on top of that, the New York case, a zombie case trying to bring from the dead an FEC investigation that pretty much already concluded and cleared Donald Trump of any wrongdoing. You know, it's going to be hard for any of this to stick. Well, if it doesn't stick, could you imagine how bad they're going to look? What that's going to mean to the average person casting their ballot. Apparently, all of them were trash cases that either went on forever and produced nothing, or fell flat and led to a total acquittal. Not exactly a good look, kind of adds to the whole witch hunt argument. Then on top of that, if Secretary of State's now attempt to pull him off the ballot, and that effort gets shot down by the Supreme Court, showing Democrats once again acting totally unconstitutionally. Again, you know, just adding to the list. Not a good look. The main ingredient to mass red pilling. People waking up and seeing exactly what's going on. Like I always say, once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's pretty much the way it works. It's a big gamble. It's a risky play from the other side. We'll have to see exactly where it goes, but my assumption, or at least in a just world, these attempts to subvert democracy should not only fail, but they should backfire spectacularly. And hopefully, that's the outcome that we're going to see here. But of course, like anything in these crazy times, it's kind of hard to predict anything. We'll just have to see how the cookie crumbles. That's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this.
All right. Shout out to him. Liver Hiverman. Yeah, man. Another great video. Like I said before, they trying to put Trump through a lot, man. They up here calling around, trying to see if they can get this man out of the race. Like, this just done got sad, bro. Like, look at all the steps. Like, I never seen people this scared of one man. One man. I ain't never seen Trump send a cease and desist letter to somebody because they were talking about him. If Trump ever did that, please let me know in the comment section. I never know him because, you know, he get on the mic and he talking no because I heard Joe Biden say something about Donald Trump. So he say something back. So you tell me when he say something back, he got to get a cease and desist letter? Like, it's crazy out here. They are afraid of this man, bro. But y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about all of this. I appreciate all of you for watching. And I will be back with more videos. Catch y'all in the next one.